Alright, here we go. It's been a while since I last streamed, especially some coding. I've streamed like other things on and off, but yeah, it's been a while, and I wonder where should I even begin with this one. But basically, it's a simple goal for this today. I have like this expense tracker thing I want to work on. Historically, over the past a year and a little over a year, I've used just a spreadsheet to track some of my expenses, and I kind of like how it worked for the most part. I don't mind, but I would also like to bring that up next level and sort it out. Hang on a second, I just need to find where did Spotify go. Let's get some music in here. Also kind of wonder what are the stream sound levels, so I might actually have to bear with me a second and listen to this. Let's see how it goes. Let me pause the music for just a second. Okay, I mean, sounds good. I think it's fine. We can tweak the sound levels later on. I think for me this is like a little bit too loud, so I'll just reduce it a little bit. Perhaps even too distracting, this song. No. Anyway, yeah, some nice chill background music would be nice. So yeah, the idea for this is I want to do quite a few things at the same time, like in the same goal. Basically, I want to use Next.js 13, which just came out fairly recently, and this is just like some sort of a starter that I just put together. Nothing really special. I think I even deployed it with Vercel already. We've installed the project and we're just running it locally. There is like a lot of things to go over and consider. Actually, I definitely find that music way too distracting, so hang on a second. Let's go to something without any vocals to begin with. Should be stream safe music, so there is that. Instrumentals only. Let's do this. How's that instrumentals only? Go figure. Oh boy. How's that instrumentals only? Oh my god, like all of that stream safe music is, in my humble opinion, unfortunately very garbagey. But anyway, we will make do with what we got here. First stream, bear with me here. We can improve the quality over time. Anywho, the idea here is that we have this Next.js 13 application, nothing simple. This is just the starter, and we're gonna do a few things. We're gonna have a dashboard for displaying the actual information from all the different honestly, like, this music really doesn't do it for me. Like, what is this garbage? Can there just be like some chill background thing? Like, what the heck? I'll try one last one, and then if this doesn't work either, oh boy. Next time we're gonna find better music. We're gonna use these lo-fi beats. Anywho, back to this. we'll have like a dashboard in the long run. Obviously a way for entering expenses, which could be as simple as entering the value of the expense and then just like selecting what it is from a drop down. And of course in the long run we want to style that nicely and like deploy it somewhere and have authentication for it and all that sort of jazz. But it's gonna be something that's gonna get done like very quickly. I'm not gonna bother a lot with it. It's really mostly to just play around a little bit with Node.js 13, the new app directory, which we don't really have right now, but these kind of things. So let's see. I also wanted to like try to come up with what the dummy data should look like what the schema should be for the data. Let's see. We're gonna have to have a name field, that's for sure, and then a category or a type. I feel like category is probably better fit. Cost, I don't know, shouldn't that be like value? Price, value, I don't know, cost. It is an expense tracker, let's say cost. Let's say value, to be honest, I don't know. Let's keep value. Alright, do we need more than that? I don't really think so, to begin with. Again, it's like a very simple thing. Let's do something like that, and this is just like my dummy data, whatever. Not important. How should we begin? Should we just make it a drop down? Should I use a styling solution of some sort? Like, or should I literally like keep it ridiculously simple to begin with and then style later? So many choices. Let's keep it simple. Wonder if the font is big enough. Yeah, seems to be fine. Some global styles, some home module. Okay, we can leave that like so. That's okay. I should mention that historically I've done more stuff with Gatsby in the React world and less with Next.js, so some of the things are of course a bit new to me, but no biggie. I could most definitely steal the footer from my blog just to have something in the footer. Something like that, whatever. You gotta love it how you always start with the highest prior things. Actual joke. Because obviously the footer is like so important. Let's do something simple here. Get year. Wait, date dot get full year. Oh, new date. Get. That should do it. And whatever. What is this year? 2022. Cool. Hello, welcome Ben Dev. How's it going? Yeah, I just want to like get rid of all that other stuff. Okay. Yeah, in Next 13 they will have a new way of dealing with head and with layout, it seems. It's kind of interesting. Oops. wanna see the docs real quick. Why is this not dark mode? Color me surprised. Yeah, they have like these new layouts in the app directory so that you could technically share parts of the UI. That's kind of interesting. See how it's gonna work. Gatsby has had those something similar with layouts, not exactly the same, and they've had it like for quite some time. But anywho, let's not get distracted. Okay, so we're gonna have some dummy items to begin with, and let's create like some sort of a form that is gonna allow us to like add new items to start with. I still like a little bit, kind of feel like I should use some styling solution like Material UI or something else, but I don't know, keep it simple. What is the name of the vanilla HTML element? Select, I think, the one with the options. Let's do select. I think they have to have a value of something, and then it takes in options as children. Option, and each option also has a value. I'm not necessarily sure. I need to look this up. Indian select element. Not done any vanilla stuff from. Okay, it has a name and an ID. This is gonna be the category, and option. Each option will have a value of something. But again, for testing purposes, like while we're developing, we're gonna start with just a couple of categories. To be honest, just 2 even, and you just have the gas and groceries. Kind of also want to do that in TypeScript, with types and everything, but anyway, we'll do that later. Let's do gas, groceries. All right. Now we should have something. We should have, let's say, let's do something like that. Current name, or should it just be name? Current item name. Set current item name. We're coming from React use state. Initialized as an empty string. Why do I have semicolons, by the way? Oh, no, absolutely not. No, thank you. No semis for me. Then we're gonna do category, I guess. So current item category, current category. Yeah, let's keep the current name. Let's be a bit more verbose. Current item category, and then we're gonna have set current item category. This will have to have some default state. Oh, I think of. Okay. That's interesting. I do need to. Fix this. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. That's a phone call I had to pick up. Alright, let's carry on. So, set current item category, set current item, okay. That will have to be initialized with something by default. The first, I don't know, let's start with gas, whatever. I would like to do also things properly, a little bit in a way, so let's do something like this. The reason why we're doing that is because I want to initialize this to this, and I want to use the same things as well here. And quite frankly, for now, even here. Later we're gonna deal with like capitalizing the first letter and that kind of stuff. No. Alright. That's a bit better. The name can be empty to begin with. This is gonna be input type text. This one, name type text value. Will be equal to current item name, and we're gonna have an on-change handler here. It's gonna do something. Handle current item name change. Function where we are gonna do set current item name to event target value. We can change here things a little bit in a second. Let's have a cheeky little console on the side, and let's log here some of the state. Let's do I don't like this current. Just gonna keep it simple for now. It also starts to actually get a bit dark here, so we can pop some lights. Is that too much from over there? I don't know. Maybe this much. Okay. And then let's pop a light over there. Huh. Right, so we're logging a bunch of things here. Current item name and current category name. Now we can inspect them there, but like whatever. For the sake of development, I wanna do it here. Current item name. Expense items undefined, yeah, of course, because I changed them, so I'm also logging them there. What a mess. It'll get better. Like, I've not done that on camera in a while. Oh, I feel like something is doing that for me. Is that Next.js actually pulling off a little bit of magic on its own? Ah, okay. Doesn't seem to be the case. Okay. Anyway, maybe that's the React DevTools backend. Yeah, so that's the backend values, and that's in the client, I suppose. Anywho, so when we change here the value of this, that changes, that updates on every keystroke. It is what it is. Then let's do the same handler for the select event. So on change, I want to say we're gonna have a handle current category change. Also the select value should be current item category. Current item category on change handle current item category change. Let's be consistent. Okay. Let's do a set current item category to event target value. Nothing special. I need to get rid of whatever that is there. Yeah, we're gonna get to that in a second. But the second thing is this, and indeed, current item category is groceries, is gas, whatever. Alright. I'm so tempted to get a little bit into styling because this is triggering me so much, but I'm not gonna do it. Not gonna style now, because this is gonna be a short stream anyway today. Alright, so let's plug this in as well. So items, current name, current item category. Let's have quickly something like current item price. Did I call it price in the end? Value. I'll call it price in the end. Yeah, that's gonna be my final call. I don't care. Current item price, and then it's gonna be here. Set current item price. React use state. We're gonna start with a 0. Yeah, seems fun. And here we have a name, price, number, yes, value will be the value of current item price, and on change, same thing, nothing special. Handle current item price change, and let's have that defined here, what it does. And current item price change. Same old stuff. We're gonna do set current item price to event dot target dot value. This is also a number, so this also works, and also this works. I am not logging it, so yeah. Yeah, I mean, nothing special, right? Everything seems to be fine. Now, state. In the long run, this is going to be posting somewhere. I have not chosen also a solution for what to do. I've been hearing about Supabase. I don't know if they have a free tier, or how easy it is to do. For the sake of just moving this on and developing, I will super quickly implement it in with just local storage for now, and then we're gonna swap that in for whatever we do later. But let's just do like a local storage thing. So we're gonna have some key here called local storage. Let's see, expand local storage items key. Let's see, expense tracker, all items, I don't know, something like that. Hopefully unique enough to not conflict with other applications. It shouldn't be the case. Now here I've just put a button with input type submit. We could work with the submit event. We could also just make a button and attach a manual event which saves local storage, and I think that's what I'm gonna do instead of actually submitting the form. So I'm just gonna do something like this. Button here, save. Let's see, on click it's gonna be handle, save current item. Quite straightforward. And do handle item, take an event as always. And we are gonna implement something here. I'm just thinking, we're gonna come back to that in a second. We're gonna have here use effect, so we're gonna have React use effect, where we're gonna attempt on load to fetch is gonna be like no dependencies for this hook. So it's generally gonna run once on render, and in this hook we're just gonna fetch items from local storage. I wonder if I should check for window or documents to exist. I don't think I have to. I think it should still work. So we're just gonna straight up attempt to do it, and then I'll add error checking later. If I don't even know if I need to also do a try catch, because I don't think it throws. Like if you try to access a local storage that doesn't exist, what happens? Do we actually get an error? Do we throw? Let's try. We're gonna say const test equals local storage dot get item dummy test, and we're gonna log here test. I don't think this is gonna throw. It's just gonna be no. Right, test is no. So it's not throwing. However, if you try to do something like JSON parse test, I think that's gonna throw. Oh, God, I'm surprised. Okay, so nothing seems to be throwing. All right. This is gonna be the key that we're gonna use. Items from local storage. And on every do we want to be updating this on every render? We could bring in here load dash and do like some object comparison. We could also be stringifying the objects and comparing, because this is what I'm going at. Let's do 1 and let's do 2. 1 is gonna be, we're not gonna parse it yet, we're just gonna log the stringified version of whatever we get from local storage, and 2 is gonna be the local state. This is gonna be items to string. Theoretically and technically, now we're not gonna get anything from local storage because there isn't anything there just yet, but okay, so you get like object. Theoretically and technically, we could stringify the entire thing and compare them that way. I don't know if I'm gonna bother with states. I'm always going to assume that the state in local storage is the newest state. So on every mount, we're just gonna fetch the stuff from local storage once, and we're gonna use that. So couple of changes. This is now going to be starting off as no. Or an empty array. What should I do? Let's go with an empty array. We're not gonna care about this for now. I'll even get rid of it in a second. Items from local storage. We get the items. And then we try to do set. Set items. To JSON parse of items from local storage. Of course, we're only getting items now, but items is not okay. That's the first thing we're trying to do. Then, however, when we are handling saving the current item, every time we save it, we want to do two things. We want to push it to local storage, and then we want to clear the form. So basically, we're gonna do here something like local storage dot set item JSON stringify of items. However, we need to push it first to local state. So first we're gonna do set items items already an array. I wonder if I could just push to that array, or should I actually use the function set items to just set it. I'm just gonna do that. I'm gonna spread items, and then we're gonna add the new thing, and the new thing is gonna be something. No, we're not gonna do that. Yeah, we're gonna do that. Const new item is going to be an object that has name, category, and price. Name, category, and price. And these will all be current item name, current item category, and current item price. Then when we're updating the local state, we take the existing ones and then we add the new item. Then we save that to local storage. New item, const new. Not sure if I'm not writing brain farts at this point, but anyway, we're gonna do this here. Like that. Set items. You could, because you expect the state to be upgraded, but to be honest, for consistency sake, we're just gonna do it like that. Then we need to clear out the form, so basically at that point we're also gonna do set current item name, current item default name, empty string, and then current item name, set it to the default string, set current item price. I mean, I could also extract that as a value, but like, I mean, maybe it makes sense, to be honest. Current item default price. Finally, set current item category. You know what? I think as a better user experience, we're just gonna leave it to whatever the selection was. Instead of resetting it to the first item, if the user has selected something else, we'll leave that selection for them as a better user experience. But I think that part is good, and this should now completely work. So if I here have an item called this. And I save it. Stuff happened, right? Things got reset, whatever had to be reset. However, items here did not seem to update. That's something interesting, and I kind of know why. We're gonna check it in just a second. Huh. Interesting. Local storage set item. Oh, I mean, okay. This takes two arguments. The first argument is the key at which you're saving, and the second argument is the value you're saving. So, we are saving at a key called ls items key. And we are saving that data. Okay, that should be better. Okay, let's try that again. So, put something, test, gas, 60, enter. Items, no, this is still a bit disturbing. Local storage still not updated. Oh wow, interesting, interesting. What snag have I hit? Oh, okay. We're not preventing default, and this is still posting because it's still in the form. So, what happens is, because we're still in the form, this button, regardless, is still acting as a submit button. What we're gonna do is, it's quite simple. So, when we're doing here handle save current items, the event that is coming through, we're just gonna prevent the default, which is basically prevent the form submission. Now we should be getting no more. Oh, what happened there? Wait, what happened? I just want to get rid of these things. Okay, all right, let's do that again. This will work 100%. This will work 100%. Items is not iterable because we're trying to spread items, which is, however, items should be iterable because it is by default on an array. What are you talking about? It's not null or anything else. Why would it not be iterable? Honestly, like, I politely disagree with this error. Okay, let's check what's happening. Items is not iterable. Okay, items is null. Why would items be null though? I'm genuinely like a little bit curious. Oh, okay, because we're setting it in the use effect. So okay. And there is nothing existing in. Okay. We can fix this. Let me just fix also the song. Okay, this is not hard to fix. We're gonna have also here current, and no, we're gonna have items default value. It's a bit awkward, but anyway, it's gonna be an empty array, and we're gonna use this here. But also, if when we try to read local storage, We're gonna avoid the case when items from local storage is null. So if no items from local storage, don't do anything. But if items from local storage does exist, only then we're going to update the state. So only if we're able to load something, right? And now that's gonna be an array always. So now this should never happen again. All right, let's do that again. Test this 60. Perfect. Okay. So now we have these items, well, which was only the one item that we just added, and we have this key in local storage. Now the funny thing is, from here on out, every time I reload the page, the items are here, not resetting state, which is good. So we're loading now into the application state the items, or at least we should be. And sure enough, if I do this, we're gonna see that I reload the page, start off with an empty array of items. However, stuff gets picked up from local storage and gets rendered. So now we have some sort of like a mini persistence layer locally, which is gonna be good enough for what we're about to do. I'm gonna add a couple items super quickly. So I don't know, this groceries for 72, and then I'm also gonna add, let's do this, groceries for 69. Okay, now let me see if I can do that for the sake of visualization. For now, we're not gonna worry. This is just a debugging thing anyway, so I'm just gonna inline it immediately here. But white space, break spaces. Okay, cool. So that's that. I think I'll probably call this a stream for now, and we're gonna do the following next. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna drop here a cheeky little to do. First, we'll work on persist data. Perhaps Supabase, perhaps Firebase. I have no idea. We need to see something easy to plug in. Then we're gonna work on first version of the dashboard. Will be super simple. One thing I'm noticing right now, however, is that for these, everything we post should have a timestamp of sorts. Now, also on the other hand, you don't know when the user, if the user or me post something on the day it was made as an expense, so you know I could sometimes add stuff later on. So rather, we're probably just gonna add a field for like a date selector or date picker of some sort, and that's actually probably gonna happen even before persisting the data. So that's actually gonna be the next thing. Add date selector. Time is gonna be widely irrelevant here, but the date is very important. because we want to be able to aggregate the expenses per month, per week, do some fancy calculations later on. So we're gonna add the date selector and update the schema. That's what's gonna happen next. Then we're gonna figure out a way to persist the data, again, something. Then we're gonna make the first version of the dashboard. Super simple. To be honest, we're also gonna do it like so. So we're first gonna do the UI tasks. Then we're gonna figure out how to persist the data. And then we're gonna figure out auth, which is probably part of 3 anyway, depending on what we choose to do. And deployment is currently handled on Vercel anyway, so that should be quite straightforward. But that's it. Not a whole lot of steps, not a whole lot of things to do. In essence, it's not like a complicated app by any stretch of the imagination. One thing we're gonna probably spend a lot of time is styling. But yeah, that's gonna be it for now, and then I'm gonna catch you all later.